Hi, I'm Jonas. This is Sublime Media, and we're at the Sublime Media headquarters. And I'm going through my notes here. I'm a little bit hungover today. Had too much wine yesterday, so sorry for that. But I'm so thankful for all you guys that joins. Yeah, Klappa. Thank you, Jonas. I was just like pulling some stuff that I thought like I would talk about. A little bit that stuff in stock that I don't understand why it's still in stock. People should buy them. Also, I have a huge batch of private pressed gems that I need to show you guys. Like, I don't know, like 15 records, something like that. I got a huge box from the US with private pressed psych, country, rock. So I'm just gonna go through them. This is all my, like right now it's for my own personal collection, but maybe I could get some more. I'm like dabbling into this kind of dead stock area where I'm thinking of adding some rare records shit to the stock. Let's see here. Good morning, Jonas. Yeah, hi. Visual sound, picture. Oh, good. Thank you so much. Every time. I'm worried. Like when I start to record, or stream, I'm worried that the sound and picture is just like awful. Good morning, Jonas. Happy Easter. Happy Easter to you too. So glad that so many could join from the start. Good morning, Glad Påsk. Hi, Jens. Thank you for joining. 10 people, and we've been streaming for 2 minutes. This is a new record, people. So I don't know if you can see, but I actually got myself a copy of the Swedish original press of the Swedish sung version of Life from, I'm not going to name the shop right now, but from a shop in in Stockholm. No, not Stockholm. But online. And it skips. It said it was VG Plus. I paid a lot of money for it, and it skips. So it's going back. But it's Easter here in Sweden or everywhere. So we have some days off. Today is a day off, and on Monday also. So I think that like Tuesday maybe they will wake up again. Hi, welcome to the stream. Good morning. So yeah, I want to talk about that. First, some obviously some shop related news, Gershon, with the April releases. Yeah, we're in April now. Were shipped 2 days ago. It will be here, planned to get here next Thursday. So I will be packing up those records come Friday, I think, next week. The same goes with the Brown Acid 20 and all the orders from Riding Easy Records. That will also be here next Thursday. So we'll be packing up those. I still have some copies left of English Life. I think I have to check my list here. I think I have like, 4 copies left of my standard stock. So I order sort of like in batches. I have my third batch coming now. And but after that I need to order like 10-20 copies every time. So I'm dragging this out and I mean someday it will be out of stock, and but I'm guaranteed like coming in the mail I have 4 copies left that no one has ordered. So go to the shop and order one. Shit, you are 12 people now. This is awesome. Let's see here. Jonas, Svenska Life, Mad Skip. No, yeah, that sucks. Like really. I was super bummed. I was on Tradera, Swedish eBay, and I was bidding on a record the same night. So, and I was outbid, obviously. It went for 1,000 Swedish crowns more than I was willing to pay. And the store had it for that 1,000 less. So in VG Plus, it sucks because the cover is in like fucking near mint condition. But it has 2 scratches, and those 2 is very deep and skips. So, and the rest plays fine, but it's not I mean, I don't know. I started to like go through my head like, is this VG plus because it skips 2 times, but the rest of it plays VG plus. So like, is it still VG plus? Can't be VG plus because it skips, you know. But I don't know. Comment if you have any sort of what do you think about that. Hi, Jonas. No, not Jonas. Hi, and everybody else. Awesome to see you, Joa. Thanks for joining. Easter everywhere. Now that's a perfect psych joke for the weekend. Hell yes. I have it there, but I didn't pull it. Same here every year. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to show you some records. I'm going to start off by showing some records in stock that I can't really believe that no one bought yet. This is Mini Ripiton. This is one of the best soul records that have ever been recorded. Come to my garden. I had an original press of this that I bought in Hamburg for many years ago, but it's sort of like, it wasn't, maybe it played like VG, something like that, and I ended up trading it, I think. And I've been looking for our original press since. It's not super uncommon, but it goes for a little bit of money nowadays. Excuse the glare there, but they did a great reissue of this. So I have this in my. I bought 2 copies, one for the shop to play in the shop, and one that is still sealed. And I can't really wrap my head around why that is still in stock. The same goes with this. Wendy and Bonnie Genesis. This is a psych folk. That's the label. Sisters Wendy and Bonnie Flowers, Radiant Sunshine Pop, yeah, breezy, melodic arrangements and sophisticated soft rock flourishes. So yeah, this is awesome. If you don't know this, check it out right away. Like after this, obviously, and see what you think of it. Like Jonas, I know you know that one. Jens also, obviously. This is one that I have 2 copies of this. I think that one just ordered yesterday, but I still have one left. And I've been sitting on these since Svart Records were putting them out. A fantastic reissue. Sounds great. And what a banger of a heavy psych record. Or heavy rock maybe. So Papa's Blues, the first one. They are coming out with the second one now. If they haven't already, I think it's in like May or June, something like that. Like a year after they put this out. But I didn't even put it up on pre-order yet because I sold a pretty bunch of this when it came out, like when I got them. But then it just stopped. So I'm a little bit hesitant of getting a lot of the second one on in stock. I put it up for order, at least. This, again, looking for a original press of that. But it's hard to find. And I think it's hard to find in good condition, too. So, yeah. Jonas says, I usually fix scripts with a toothpick. Works quite often. Okay. Yeah, I heard about that. I'll see what the store has to say about the skip. Like, I'm not that keen in buying. I'm not that keen on putting that price that I paid for it. I paid 6,000 Swedish crowns for it, for a record that skips when it's announced as a VG Plus record. So yeah, maybe if they like, and I don't want to, handle it if it's not mine. But maybe if we can agree on something, I could try that out. I don't know. But good tip. Thank you, Jonas. Okay, so Record Store, they had this Dana Gillespie, I think that's how you pronounce it. Her second record, and in stock right now is her first record, which is also like, I don't think that this is like a classic, like in the folk vein or in the folk, but at collectors, like in collectors wish lists. But Dana Gillespie Foolish Season, first UK vinyl release, one of the greatest lost albums of British 60s pop. Remastered from the original master tapes, includes 2 unreleased songs, sleeve notes by Dana, and new artwork. Okay, so great one too. And last one before no 2 left. This also, I bought a bunch of Mr. Bongo records like a year ago, maybe 1.5, and thought like this, no one really has these in stock in Sweden, these Mr. Bongo releases, Brazilian classics. so I thought like maybe I could be or should be the one who adds the really like classics to the stock. And no one buys it. So I don't know if anyone hasn't found them yet, or there's not a maybe that's not the demand for it. All of them is awesome. So if they don't sell, I put them in my own collection one day. And last but not least, this is I sold a bunch of these. The Numero Group, they do an awesome work in the sort of compilations and also the reissues that they put out. This is no exception. Bulbous Creation. You Won't Remember Dying. Great one. It's been reissued with a bunch of different cover artworks, and it has like a glue. I don't know if you can see that, like a paste on like sheet and generic black sleeve. Pretty cool. Adds to the mysticism, in my opinion. So yeah, I think that is that. I have a huge pile of like, I love it because people start to really realize now that they order stuff, and on my page they can just like put in my pile instead of ship, and so people like order, put on pile. The pile gets bigger. I have a standard 75 Swedish crowns for shipping. Doesn't matter how many records. And people are really starting to use that sort of feature. So I have a pretty good stack here for a lot of people, Kim included. Let's see, what did you say? Pappas Blues 2 comes out next week. Okay, shit. I have to put it up for order. Okay. So, private pressed records. This is stupid of me to just like talk about this because it has really nothing to do with the shop. But we love music, don't we? So, and rare records. So, being a friend, he tipped me off with this one. I won't say where we got it from because it's awesome to have your sort of it's called Raspberry Places in Sweden. Okay, but sort of hideouts. So I won't say where his contact was from, but I'm thinking of like maybe put some of them dead stock, still sealed, in my shop because I have my contacts in the States. So and with my company, I can lift the tax, and so it's much easier for me, and I'm already in the rows, and bundle it all up. You get less shipping also, so that's also awesome. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think like 15 maybe, something like that. Let's go through them. I'm thinking of doing like a separate video where I have 3, 4, 5 still that I need to play before I can really talk about everyone. But let's start with with worst one. Like this was not a bad record, not a good record, and I played it all the way through. Now I was really hoping for one track that was a big banger, but it's just like not. So this is a Cian. I think that's how we pronounce it, a Cian record. And Cian records are like Christian records or religious records where they sing about God and stuff like that. And there are so many awesome Cian records out there in the Acid Archives, and there's people that dedicates their lives collecting Cian music, So a lot of really, really cool records. This is not one of them. Definitely not. So this is just standard sort of singing about Jesus, country-esque record. And I think that it had sort of, I didn't sample any of these before getting them. It was just like on a whim. Is that a word? Sojourner, wings like an eagle. And my hope was that like they really would rock out on one track at least, but they don't really. So not my bag. But if you're a Cian collector, I think this would be right up your alley because it has that sort of Christian quality to it. Is this something that anyone knows about? If anyone knows about any of the records that I'm going to show you, please holler and let's have a. You can add, and because I don't know so little about this, so I think that I'm going to show you the best one now, and then I'm just going to move through them. But I think that this is the cream of the crap. So this is news, hot off the press. This is awesome. Like a little bit heavy rock country vibe to it. I don't know. Let's say a little bit psych, but I throw that on there just because I need people to check this shit out. Yeah, I thought this was awesome, and this is one that I've seen on walls and stuff like that in Den Bosch and on record fairs, and when people are showing like really rare sought after private press records, news is on there. I think that it's in Acid Archives also. But I think that of all the records, this is maybe the most famous one, and so most sought after, like today at least. So yeah, let me know if you have it, if you know it. This was, I mean, this is awesome. This has a median of like €7 on Discogs, and I think that the reason is that it was recorded like in 1988 or something like that. Looks more like a 78 record than anything else. And I don't know what you like, if you see the back cover, what you expect, but this is like the ugly cousins of Ramones. It's recorded in New York, has that sort of very garagey, punky attitude to it. It doesn't cost anything, and it's awesome, like raw energy. Private pressed, still sealed. It's like tick off everything. This is one that I haven't listened to yet. It's going to be awesome to check this out. Winged Stallion, Journey's Long, but I mean, when it comes to record covers like this, who can say no to that? And I mean, still sealed, you know? It's from 1981, 84, recorded 81 maybe. Put out 84. Look at the personnel included on this record. Like, it's a fucking orchestra. So what I love the most about private pressed records is the sort of the, just imagine the hopes and the dreams that they had, working up all the way to recording a record together, financing it themselves, like really hoping. I guess most of them, I guess, must have hoped for, greatness or something, like something to leave behind. And they went nowhere. And some of the stuff is just so good. This is also still sealed. Can't remember what this was called. Music and Beyond. Yeah, awesome. It's gonna be cool to sink my teeth into that. I'm I'm like unsealing all of these. I want to play them. I want to know what the music is. Some of them I'm gonna let go. Some of them maybe I restock up on new seal copies and put out for sale. I don't know. So this is John Southern, Departure, his second record. I hope that this is as good as his first one, because if it is, it's like an 8 out of 10 sort of record. Amazing. Let's see if we can, because I played the first one and it was kind of mind-blowing. Look at that cover artwork. So Equinox John Southern, backside still in shrink. Awesome. Look at that cover. So, yeah, I think like singer-songer-esque. I remember like I was sort of thinking of, shit. It will get to me. So Kevin Vicalvi, Songs from Down the Hall. Comes with stickers and promo sheets and all the blah, yeah, also still see. I listened to it. This was also great. Maybe the second to best up till this date. Very sort of sparse. Definitely a late evening kind of earthy vibe to it. Look at that. He's in no hurry. Other than that, it looks almost like a Norwegian death metal cover, doesn't it? Okay. Do you want to see more? Let's go to your comments, see if there's anything. Yeah, it is fortunate their records are repressed. Those ones I'm wanting are 10 near 100 times more expensive as a reader. Yeah, I mean, I'm too hungover to really sort of have a discussion on the sort of the original presses versus the reissues. Obviously, I love the reissues. And some are just unattainable. Like some records are really, really unattainable. But I think that the pursuit of them, or at least the sort of thought of someday swapping out a reissue for an original press, is kind of what drives me as a collector. I don't know. Like if I, I'm still thinking that maybe one day I'll have a Vashti Banya, like maybe one day I'll actually own one in one way or another. I was thinking of doing a video entirely of how I get our Grail records nowadays, like Grail, but sought after and more expensive. Let's say that, not Grail records, but expensive records. How do I buy expensive records nowadays? Because I don't shell up like money for it, and not in that sense, I took my philosophy nowadays is like I can sell 20 standard records that I will see 10 times in a year. The Doors catalog. I can order. I don't know, Led Zeppelin. I have a Bruce Springsteen's, all those. I have like all the Bruce Springsteen records, but then again, I see Bruce Springsteen. I can buy those Bruce Springsteen records any day now, like if I wanted in 6 months to come or something like that. But if I have something that I really, really want, I can take like 20 or 30 of those standard records, sell them, and buy one rare record. So I'm a little bit. Last like 2 years, I have maybe more of that philosophy than anything else, I think. Because I don't shell out like 6,000 Swedish crowns for a live record. It's like records that have accumulated into that other records. So and to me, right now at least, that is a big, huge part of this hobby for me right now. And this hobby isn't like, for me, it's not standing still. I evolve in this hobby all the time. Like, I've been huge into jazz. Now I'm not that into jazz. I have a lot of reissues when it comes to jazz. So they are the first to go right now if I want a really, really rare psych record. And I know I might regret that down the line. But if I'm selling like a 30, 40 euro reissue now, I can still buy it back for like between that and 60, maybe in a half year or 1 year or 3 years or something like that. I try not to sell any original pressings, even when it comes to jazz, because original pressings is much harder to replace. And I mean, you can't really repress a first press, if you know what I mean. So I try to not sell original pressings. Even if it's a 90s record, I don't collect or listen to 90s records. But I love that, like the thought of having a first European copy of Nevermind by Nirvana. And I know that I would get a good coin for it because it's in mint condition. And I could buy a reissue, and I can buy a reissue of that like for years and years to come if I just want the music. But to me, like, it would take a lot to sell that because I can't really get that again. If you know what I mean. I don't know. Okay, so two cents about that. These private pressings looks really cool. Yeah, thank you. I think that like 80, no, but I say 50% of them would interest you, Jonas. Let's have a discussion afterwards. You can just PM me. Let's talk about it. I checked my want list on Discogs. I added the John Southern Equinox 9 years ago. Yeah, but now I don't remember how it sounds. It's a good one. It's a like folky singer-songwriter. It reminds me a little bit about of a young, but still mature, like piano man. What's his name? Shit, I can't like. Fucking wine. Billy Joel, thank you. Oh, yeah, Billy Joel. He has that sort of voice and vibe to it, but much more rural. I don't know if that makes sense. But Glad Påsk. Yeah, hi from Norway. Hi, Ivan. Nice of you to drop by. Thank you so much. So this is sort of a Easter get together. That's awesome. Everyone's home, drinking coffee, listening to this maniac. Another one. Oh shit, the glare is killing this one. I think I thought up till recently that I got the first one that he released 2 records. Let's see, can't even. Gary Rowland. He released 2 records in like the 70s. The first one I got many moons ago now, and I was 100% sure that I got it from Vinyl Stockholm. You Jonas. I even said that to my buddy, like I got it from Vinyl Stockholm many moons ago, like, and it's super cool. I need the second one, so I bought that now when it was presented to me. But then I realized, like, I don't think it was Vinyl Stockholm. I think it was Arkivet. They had a podcast, and I think his name's also Jonas, but I might be mistaken. They are deep into this stuff. So yeah, Revelations 5-9. Like white label promo cover. I don't think it's promo. This is just like it was a super limited run. This is great. Sounds amazing, and it's super Christian. I think that he was Christian on the first one. Here he went all out bananas Christian, but that's like a Sion record that is really, really nice. Okay, moving on. This was also fantastic. Stuart Scharf Recording Club Disguises, the album. So the sort of the thought process of this. Okay, so he's going into because it's a commune. They go into the studio, they record this great sound quality. Like I think it was, let's see, sterling sound. So they go into and they record it, and then they are going to put it out on a with a sleeve, and they decide to go with a gatefold because all the information needs to be on the record. These are all the guys that plays on this, but it's great, so cool. Also a rare one. I think that this was pretty good. We had a great laugh about this. Because it's like it's good. It's not a great record. It's not like one of those like Lost Treasures or anything like that. But to Canon, also a little bit like I think that I said to my buddy that it reminds me a little bit of early CC Top. But so these 3 guys, he's not happy, and we said that it had to be like. He didn't get the PM of keeping the beard for the photo shoot. Everyone else has a great looking beard, and this guy just cut it off the day before the photo shoot. Yeah, but a cool one, like really, really cool. This is probably my favorite record cover of the bunch. Shadow Fox. I'm still haven't played this yet. So looking forward to that. I mean, this how can you go wrong with this? This guy here. You want to know how that sounds, don't you? Another one, Still Seal. Also haven't played this yet. So it goes. So amazing cover artwork. I love this cover artwork. They have a collage of drawn like I don't know, maybe inspiration for the music. Sounds looks like a dystopian future-esque kind of thing. But on the backside, look at that. Oh my god. This is dark, isn't it? Imagine putting this on the front cover. So this also like draws me in. How does this sound? Can't wait to unveil that. Cast the First Stone by Sun. I think it's Sun. Cast the First Stone. Sin. I don't know. Cast the First Stone. Looked interesting. Cool. Still sealed. Haven't played that yet. And last but absolutely not least, and this I actually sampled because I was like, this can be super good or sound like a total nightmare. And it was something in between. So I added to the pile. But remember the promise. This is, a great one. It sounds like this, but it has like good songs, good, strong, solid songs. So, I mean, I think I'll need like a listen or two to really dissect it, but I haven't played it yet, but I sampled it. So it has like potential, if you know what I mean. So Martin. Sorry, Martin. His name is Martin. Yeah, everyone is called Jonas in the sort of Swedish record collecting community. So I just thought of Jonas, Jens, or Ola. I think. Let's see here. So many episodes of Arkivet I haven't listened to yet. Can we freeze time, please? Yeah. I mean, there is not a single episode of Arkivet that isn't mind-blowingly good. For like, if you're interested in these sort of records, private pressed nuggets, and the people they have on there, like they had Lance 20 years ago on their podcast, or 15 or 10, I don't know, time flies. But Lance Barisi from Permanent Records in the States. So great guys, fantastic, really, really nice. And I've done some trades with them. Damn, I had So It Goes in my Want Is 2 5 years ago. Let's talk. Yeah, let's talk. Absolutely. Just shoot me a PM afterwards. Okay, so I think that's it. Is there something else you want me to talk about or show, or do you want to eat eggs and look for candy in your gardens? Trying to think, is there anything else? Like, I've been packing up life records like a motherfucker. It's obviously my high score of most sold records was in one like batch, one sitting, is the Marsfolket and the Outsiders. I sold 50 in 36 hours. And I can say like, it's pretty cool. I'm almost up to 20%. I've sold 20% of the entire run of life, which is kind of mind-boggling because I'm sitting here in my fucking garage selling 20% of one of the coolest records ever released and produced in Sweden. And not only that, Palle and Anders, who is two of the three artists on the record, has called me or emailed me, and we have had long conversations about the records. I was talking 30 minutes with Anders, and he lives 40 minutes from my house. He moved there like 2.5 years ago, so I'm going over there in hopefully a couple of weeks and see him and talk music and hopefully get a cup of coffee from him. That's going to be awesome. Like I couldn't dream of this, and it's happening. It's awesome. So damn cool. Great guys, both of them. Like the third guy, I guess the drummer, he died in a automobile accident in like the 90s in the States. So unfortunately not around anymore. But they seem very like vital, both of them. I don't know. They look like kids. when I saw the photos, I was just like, I knew that they were young, but they looked like they are 16. So say that they like let's say they're in the like 20, maybe something like that. But the music is super mature, and obviously they got great help. I mean, the string arrangements on some of the songs are just mind-blowingly good. Reminds me of like more sophisticated productions and recordings like Odyssey and Oracles or Sonic Pepper or something like that, where they actually had proper money behind them. I think it's Björn Jason Lind who helped them out on the string arrangement. But maybe I can ask Anders when I steal a cup of coffee from him. So yeah, it's definitely going to be a top 20 or top 10 like things that has happened in my life. This life record thing, it's an awesome experience and it's still going on. So yeah, and thanks everyone who bought a copy. Obviously, it's yeah. When I like activated the record the Monday at 21 hour, like it just exploded. It was insane. Some people were like writing to me saying that they couldn't put it in their order or it was lagging and stuff like that. I mean, I have a very small shop, it's super primitive and it just got like blown to pieces. But almost everyone got their orders in through that day. So I helped some out. That was awesome. See, you was written something, and if my memory serves me, I saw a video from last Denbosch auction. One record was going at 26,000 euros. Yeah, was that the Bill Nichols? I think that Jonas Vinyl Stockholm knows that better than me. Let's see, even Ivan Rhodes. I found the album Eden's Children, initially from 1968 from RSD. Happy. Okay, yeah, I had that on my sort of like want list, but I'm not participating in record store days, so I don't know. Like good psychedelic rock. Ivan, do you know what company that or label that put that out? It was kind of cool because last year, I think it was last year, Jackpot Records put out Gandalf, and I was just like, I need to get that. And obviously I didn't get it because I don't even go to a store. And I think it was only put out in the States. Because it was mastered by Kevin Gray and he can't do anything wrong nowadays. So if you were going to buy that sort of a reissue of that was the one to go for. And I talked with a friend who has that and an original, and he said that it's like on par sound-wise, which is kind of cool. So anyway, and it sold out. But I contacted Jackpot, and they said that I couldn't say anything, but they were repressing it as a standard, like non-RSD title, like a few months afterwards. So I got that. I don't know if I have any in stock right now. It's expensive as hell, but I mean, again, if you are going to put your money into a Gandalf record and don't want to shell out for an original, that is the one to go for. Like, really, sounds like a dream. So I got one for myself. And so I'm just curious if Eden's Children is a Jackpot release. Maybe a Sundays? Let me know. Let's see here. Glad Pause. Damn had so strength. Let's say gathering strength to make Jansson. It's all that sort of the sill in Sweden. Which I talked with a buddy of mine at work, and he said like we eat sill, herring. I think it's herring. Christmas, Easter, and Midsummer's Eve here in Sweden, but we don't have anything in fall. Do we have like a Sillfest in fall, or does the sort of the fish community, gather strength during those 6 months? I don't know. Yeah, it's on Sundays. Okay, so I have a distributor that holds Sundays records called Border here in Sweden. So if it's going to be like reissued, I can buy them from them. Yeah, Sundays. Thank you, Evan and Kim. So yeah, vinyl albums, record store day, limited edition reissue stereo frosted green. That's a long, like that's a hype sticker there. Right there, you have the hype sticker. Just slab a number on it too, and then it's just like, um, yeah. Me and Kim, I don't know if you, but I'll tell it anyway. You, you can spank me later on, but me and Kim are going to Hova this summer. It's going to be awesome. So he's going here. And I don't know if I said that to you. Yeah, I think so. We take my car. Kim is from Denmark. He drives here. We take my car, load it up with as many crates as we can, and just drive to Hova. Hova is the biggest and best, not the biggest, the best. No, absolutely not the biggest. The best record fair in Sweden, and some say in the world. I have some people like Stefan Dimle, who's been to Den Bosch since the dawn of man. And he says that Hova is the best place. It beats Den Bosch. Just because it's on a camping site in the middle of the forest. You put up your tent, your caravan, or if you've been on a list for 20 plus years, you can rent a cabin. And some of the world's biggest collectors comes there to sell and to buy records. So for 4 days, like 3 days, you just go around with a beer, smoking a pipe, and watch some of the most rare original pressings that no one has ever seen from people from like all corners of the world. I even saw a guy from Japan looking for records. It's just insane. In this small camping site in the middle of nowhere in Sweden, once a year. If anyone is planning a trip this summer, that's the trip to do. And there's also like a life hack for Hova. If you don't want to live in a tent, because there's no cabins, and I can't handle a caravan, so a tent it is. But there's a camping site close to that camping site, like 10 minutes drive, something like that. So if you skip the beer, you can actually rent a very cozy cabin in a nearby camping site, like 10 minutes. And then you get the sort of luxury commodity and the experience of digging through the best records ever. Many of the big sellers in Den Bosch goes to Hova and lives in their van and sells like original pressings of July. You know, it's insane on this camping site. So yeah, I need to go to Hova for sure. Rural beauty and records. Have you been there, Jens? To Hova? You've been long in the game, in the game, you know. I checked out the Diana Gillespie album. It's cool. Thanks for the recommendation. Awesome. Cool that I could turn you on to that. Skip the beer. Yeah, I know, but for me, I rather sleep in a tent and have the beer experience than skip the beer and have the good sleep experience. But that's just me. So and some other guys from Kina, collecting buddies of us are joining also on the Friday. So at least one day in our cabin. Okay, I'm going to go and have some more coffee, I think. Cool. This was a cool episode. Thank you so much for joining me. No, I've never been there. You have to go, like, Jens, come on. You have to go. Yeah. So if there's not any questions or just hurrahs or something like that, I'll leave you to your Easter stuff. And I'm going to pack up some more live records and play some private press records. Okay. See you all. Just if you have any more, like, just PM me through Messenger or Instagram or info@sublimemedia.se, and we'll keep on talking there. Okay. So happy Easter, everyone. Have a great one. Play many records, and I'll see you.